What a beautiful setting for the final round of the 2018 ATV National Motocross Championship, sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing and presented by CST Tires. Our annual 88 Live to Ride auction at the arena. Great way to kick off this weekend. Great racing in the amateur classes. Track is prepped to perfection for everyone. There's the famous 10 Commandments, and you can see the crowd on hand. They are fired up to watch this finale. Jeff Rastrelli coming on strong late in the season after overcoming some injuries. There's Parker Wawerka and his number 9 machine. He'd love a podium big. Sammy Rowe on the 38. All these riders, Wesley Wolf, want to end the season on a high note. It's Hayden Mickelson, a great rookie season for him. Zach Kazmarek on the 41. 15 is Nick Janusa, that's the Gen USA team. Dylan Tremelin on the 940. And Drake Colling on the 798. Wes Lewis, number 79. And there's the number 1 of Joel Hetrick. He is the points leader again heading into the finale. Yeah, got some cool swag there. Can he hold off Chad Wienen and win the title for the second year in a row? Let's see.
What's up, guys? We're here at Loretta Lynn's final race. It's going to be a tough one. It's 90 degrees today, probably 100% humidity. Track's rough as could be. We got a ton of rain earlier this week, and it's going to be brutal. But you know, my goal for today is to obviously lock up the championship. I don't need to win. If Chad is winning, I can go 3-3. So my strategy today would be to go out there, get a good start up front, and basically finish up front with him in my sights, so I can not lose points and come home with the championship. That's the main goal today. You know, today's the battle, not the war, so we need to win the war, and we're on the right track. Just got to have 2 solid motos, no mistakes, and I think we can do it. We got a good team, we got a good bike, and I'm healthy and I'm ready to roll.
After 5 straight championships, Chad Wienen gave his number 1 plate up to Hetrick at this race last year. Mathematically, he still has a shot at getting that championship back.
25 points per moto, 50 up for grabs, so I got to come out here and try and get as many as I can and see where the cards fall. You know, for me, second place in points, so I got to do everything I can today. And you know, just being those 2 weeks off from Redbud to here, I just went, you know, just kept working and going back to the drawing board on what things I lacked at Redbud, and also, you know, what I could get better at, and you know, in general. And you know, my starts were pretty key, but I just need to be a little bit better to get out front. So I worked on those a lot, and you know, also just getting ready for that heat training, and there's a lot of different things I did there, and just, you know, just wearing, you know, extra clothing, and you know, just trying to prepare for that. And you know, it's gonna be a hot one today, so we're gonna try and do everything we can to get out of here with max points and see if we can pull the championship off for ourselves.
It's going to be a tall order for the big man from Galena, Illinois. Joel Hetrick looks pretty darn relaxed. We're about to get underway with practice and qualifying when we return. ATV Motocross is brought to you by CST Tires, by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and by Maxxis. Welcome back, Jason Wygand here with the call. We're ATV Motocross racing at Loretta Lynn Ranch. It's our CST Tires qualifiers on the line, the ATVRiders.com Fast Qualifying Award. Look at Thomas Brown, tripling through the 10 Commandments. That's the confidence he's carrying after winning that last race at Redbud. There is Hetrick. Big air through there as well. Going to be tough to see how Hetrick manages this. He's usually just lightning fast all the time, but that's not necessarily the goal today. There's Wienen, who knows he has to win these motos to have any chance at the title. There's Jeff Rastrelli, who, by the way, will be filling in for Team USA at the Quad Cross of Nations. Hetrick going to stay home because his wife has a baby due. This is Wesley Wolf powering down. Boy, you can see how rough this track has gotten. There's Nick Janusa. Zach Kazmarek on the 41. Dylan Tremelin through the sand section. Drake Colling. Wes Lewis powering down. Thomas Brown, I told you the confidence of the 84. Fast qualifier award over Wienen and Hetrick, so maybe Brown can make it 2 in a row. Did it in the mud last time, but that's how racers are. You get that win no matter how it comes, you get the confidence boost, and the rest is history. Here's Thomas.
All right, we're here at the ranch. Man, coming off Redbud, big win for me. First one in a few years, so I'm super stoked on that, and the momentum's carrying on. We just finished up qualifying, ended up being fastest in both qualifiers, so momentum's looking good. I'm ready to race here. I've always loved the ranch. It always reminded me of Texas. Granted, it used to be a little bit more dry slick, but they keep carrying the sand in. But I'm not complaining at all. I'm just really stoked and ready to see what we have. It's going to be hot, it's going to be brutal, and it's going to be a tough race today. So hopefully we can get out to a good start and put our laps in and see where we end the day.
And Brown did get his first career win at this track. There he is on the right talking to Chad Wienen. There's Joel Hetrick. The mission is easy. Get to the finish. ATV Motocross is brought to you by CST Tires, by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and by Maxxis. Let's line it up and go racing. First moto here at Loretta Lynn Ranch. Chad Wienen trying to win his championship back. There's Jeff Rastrelli. He's happy. Rocky Mountain ATV MC camera there with Nick Janusa. Let's see how the start goes. Janusa gets pulled off the line. Wesley Wolf gonna grab the whole shot here, so good for him. Janusa is buried at about mid-pack. Probably lead to some good helmet cam footage. All right, let's see what Wesley Wolf can do. A young rider in this series. It's what we call the long, short shoot, and now the 10 Commandments. Really get to see how fast these guys can go. You know that Wienen, Hetrick, Brown, Rastrelli, the top riders in this series, will be up there challenging him. Well, not yet. It's actually Zach Kaczmarek in second, and maybe we're seeing a little bit of the pressure be a factor. Uncharacteristically bad starts. Wienen in the blue gear, Hetrick in the red right behind him. They've got some work to do, and great to see fresh blood up front. Oh, Wolf almost threw that thing away. Dylan Tremelin is next. Looks like Hetrick just made a move on Wienen as they battle through traffic. Got to be careful there if you're Hetrick on that Rockford Fosgate Honda. Also backed by Tylube. Look, Wienen gets him back, and now Thomas Brown in the mix. So really interesting to see how this start has shaped up. Brown is not messing around. He's trying to get Wienen. Wienen's trying to get Hetrick, and through it all, Wesley Wolf leads Zach Kaczmarek into the 10 Commandments again. I believe these are the first full laps led for Wolf. There's Hetrick back in 7th. Well, if you're Wienen, you at least have one thing that you wanted, which is Hetrick being at mid-pack. As Joel said at the top of the show, his point lead is big enough. If he finishes 3rd in the 2 motos today, title is his, but he is not into the top 3 yet. And these kids up front are pushing the pace. Wienen has now caught them along with Brown. Love the riding style out of Wolf. He is making that thing go where he wants it to go. Despite how rough this track is, you heard Thomas Brown mention they've trucked in a lot of sand through the years. Wienen makes a pass. Let's see what position that puts him in. He is 3rd. But the 2 Hondas, Kaczmarek and Wolf, have pulled away. Hetrick struggling a bit back here. Wait a minute! What has happened? Hetrick's machine is not running. He's looking at it, and suddenly, if he doesn't finish this race, he won't score any points at all, and he will hand the points lead over to Wienen. And he's walking off. I cannot believe it. ATV Motocross is brought to you by CST Tires, by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and by Maxxis. What a shakeup in so many ways here at Loretta Lynn Ranch. Battle for the lead. That's one thing. Wesley Wolf has now given it up. Under fire now from Thomas Brown. And here is your leader, Chad Wienen. He got around Wolf when we were at break, but even bigger than that, the championship. I cannot believe it. It is a broken chain, and that has taken Joel Hetrick out of this race and out of the series lead. Now, Kaczmarek has problems too. He was running up front early. Wow. Look, we tease this all the time when you get to the final race. There's Hetrick trying to push his machine to the mechanics area. Maybe they can get a chain on it. He's going to be several laps down, though, even if he does get back in the race, and probably exhausted emotionally and physically. It's just incredible. I am beside myself. The things that we say could happen at the finale very rarely happen. A mechanical problem, a crash, certainly that can cost someone the title. And right now it is set up exactly that way. Chad Wienen, kudos to him. Didn't get a good start. Was able to methodically work his way to the front, looking to score maximum points. We will have a second moto today. So if you're Hedrick, you just have to hope that the same type of bad luck that unfolded for you in this one unfolds for Chad Wienen. What an improbable set of circumstances. Hedrick is now back out on the track. So they must have put a new chain on there. Lost about 9 minutes to the repairs in 11-minute lap time. They're doing usually about 2 minutes. They lost about 9 minutes to that, and if you do the math on 2-minute lap times, it's 4 laps or so. So I don't know if he's going to be able to get anything. He'll get a few points for the moto, but he's not going to have that points lead when this is over. Just incredible, and your hat goes off to Chad Wienen. This stuff never happens to him. The inconsistency he has had over now 7 seasons on this Wienen Motorsports Yamaha is startling. And if you're Joel Hedrick, you've been hoping for a break from this guy for a long time. He never gives it to you. Looks like Brown has moved up to 2nd. Hedrick is at 12th, going to salvage something. I don't even know how he can focus out there right now. He's seeing red in more ways than just the front of his machine. Meanwhile, Chad Wienen, does he even know what has happened? I would assume they put it on the pit board. A lot of times these guys don't even catch that, though. Well, look, his goal was just to go out there and win the motos. He's going to do that part here, so he might not even know about it. It wouldn't have affected the way he rode anyway. He knows he has to get max points, and he's put himself in position here as the white flag is out. Here's Chad into the long, short chute. Woo! Hold on to that thing, Wesley Wolf. This is big. Looking for his first podium. Jeff Rastrelli has now caught him. We see Hedrick back here in 12th. Oh, that would be big if Wesley Wolf can hold off the very experienced podium contender, Rastrelli. Wienen is just cruising this thing home. He's got a solid lead. And how is he going to manage his emotions? It's going to feel like he won the title right here once he finds out he has the points lead, and a big one headed into the second moto, but he still has to execute. So both he and Hedrick, they've got to keep the emotions in check until the second moto is over. But right now, the improbable has become possible. Chad Wienen wins the first moto here at Loretta Lynn's. Hedrick, with the bad luck and the chain problems, finishes in the back. Wolf does hold on for a third, by the way. There's Thomas Brown. They're bringing his machine out. They're trying to pump up Hedrick. He has to win this moto, at least have any chance, and then hope that there's some bad luck for Wienen. Jeff Rastrelli once again with the helmet cam. Here we go. And Hedrick answers the call. He grabs the whole shot. Well, I'm impressed with that. The guy has to be so bummed after that first moto. Now can he put some pressure on Wienen? If Wienen has a bad start, is he going to worry that the same type of thing that happened to Hedrick in Moto 1 could befall him here? He's in 4th early. Another good start for Wolf. Brown 2nd, keeping some pressure on Hedrick. The way back from Storyland. This is the Waterworks section of the track now with the crew. See all the tractors and bulldozers piled up. This is where they hang out between motos. They've got this track prepped to perfection with all this sand. Chad Wienen won 5 titles in a row. Lost it last year to Hedrick. This would be his 6th. Can Hedrick do anything about it? All he can do is win the moto. And then hope something goes bad for Wienen. Right now he's in position. Has Parker Wawerka right behind him in 5th. How about Wesley Wolf right there today? Wienen trying to catch him and dealing with Wawerka. On board with Rastrelli in the thick of the battle. And Hedrick, he's putting his head down and getting away. Don't worry about the math later. He's just trying to win races now. ATV Motocross is brought to you by CST Tires, by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and by Maxxis. Joel Hedrick. The good news, a moto win. Probably going to be the most disappointed he's ever been on a day's one of moto, because in Moto 1 earlier today, at the ATV National Motocross finale at Loretta Lynn Ranch, a broken chain on the 3rd lap cost him dearly. He did get the machine fixed and back out on the track, but Joel finished in 12th place. His rival Chad Wienen won the moto, and unless something that bad happens to Wienen, the title will be his. There goes Thomas Brown in second. Wienen has moved up to third, and that will be more than enough for him to win the title. Brown gave Hedrick a good run early, but it's fallen off the pace. We'll go back to this battle. Wolf, Janusa, that's fourth and fifth. There's Hedrick on the Rockford Fosgate Tylube Honda. He has this under control. I'm impressed he was able to bounce back the way he did after the disappointment of the first race. So all he can do is keep fighting to the finish. Thomas Brown, very quick today, not quite as quick as Hedrick. And there's Wienen exactly where he needs to be. Third place will get the job done. One lap now separates Chad Wienen from an improbable 6th championship in 7 years. And Hedrick has to have those fingers crossed on the handlebars. No rider is going to wish for a crash or an injury from his competition. But he would love to get a mechanical failure out of Wienen, but like I said, that stuff just doesn't happen to Chad, who is just incredibly consistent. Into the 10 Commandments. Ooh, hard hit there at the end. But Hedrick works his way out and back into Storyland. There's not much more I can say. Lesson learned, bittersweet, mixed emotions, any way you want to slice it. Joel Hedrick, I'm sure he was a little nervous. He knew that something could go wrong, but the odds that a chain would break in the race that matters more than any other, they are terribly low. Yet that's the ball, the ping pong ball that popped up in this game of lottery. The winner is going to be Chad Wienen. Hedrick can be happy he went out a champion by winning the final moto of the season, but he will be handing over his #1 plate. Joel Hedrick wins the second moto here at Loretta's, and Wienen's going to come around, and the first and third moto scores should also be enough to deliver the overall win for the day. But for the 6th time, Chad Wienen is your champion of ATV National Motocross. And there's Harv Whipple of the AMA to hand the #1 plate over. Here's today's top 3 on a wild race day.
Here we are, the finale, Loretta Lynn's, and somehow this is most shocking. We came out with the championship, my 6th championship, and I still don't believe it. It's just, man, coming off the race at Redbud a couple weeks ago, and I was just so upset with my result, and I felt like I had one in me to really tighten this championship up and, try to win it outright. And man, I just put in some serious work the last 2.5 weeks, and we got it done somehow, man. I never stopped believing in myself and my team, and we got it done. Won the overall today here at Loretta's too, and this is just astonishing. My team, my family, everybody behind me, and this is just incredible. This is incredible, and I'm gonna enjoy this one, man. This doesn't come easy, and this is definitely the hardest one I've ever had to get, and blood, sweat, and tears, man. Just thank you everybody.
Man, we just wrapped up here at the ranch. Hot, humid day, and man, I love it. It's fast qualifier that went 2-2 on the day for second overall. Wrapped up third in the championship, but man, these last 5 rounds have been amazing to me. We finally got to these rough tracks, and I really think I strive when it gets hot into the deep of summer, and these rough tracks come in, and man, I dig it. It just, you can't beat that feeling of just pushing through and pushing the body and working hard. And I got to battle with Chad and Joel here at the last few motos, and man, it's been a blast. I'm hoping to carry this moto into next year and keep pushing, but we have one more race this year. We got to go over to Denmark, and we got to bring gold home again. Last year I was honored to be a part of that team, and this year I'm even more honored to run the #1 plate. We get to run 1, 2, 3, and we get them red backgrounds when we show up over there, so we're going to have a big target on our back. But it's I think the team's ready with me, Chad, and Jeffrey. We're going over there and expecting nothing less than wins.
Just finished up Moto 2 here at Loretta Lynn's. Did not go as planned. Definitely not the day I wanted, but it's part of life. Things happen that you don't want to. I had a chain break in Moto 1 that led me to finish in 12th. Second moto came out with a start and just never looked back. I knew all I could do was win, so that's what I did. I lost by 1 point today. It's a tough pill to swallow. It sucks, it really sucks. But there's always next year. I'm gonna race my Tylube Honda next year and see if we can put it on the top of the box for 2019. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna work hard in the off season, get it done. Congrats to Thomas and Chad. You know, it's tough saying that, but you know, it happens, and I'll take it. We'll go to Daytona or wherever we're going next year and battle it out again. So, thank you.
Well, kudos to him for still taking the time to talk to us even after what had to be an upsetting day to lose the title like that. First moto, the contenders Hendricks, Brown, and Wienen were in the back, and then Hendricks chain breaks. Doors open for a new winner, perhaps Wesley Wolf. Zach Kaczmarek battling early. Hendricks pushes the machine back to the mechanics area, gets a new chain on there, but by then the damage was done. He got back on course, finished in 12th. Wienen, though, did what he had to do. He worked his way up to the lead, and he wins a must-win moto. Now he doesn't need to win Moto 2 to get the title. Hendrick does. He goes out, grabs the whole shot. Brown kept him honest for a few laps, but he pulled away. So great riding by Hendrick today, but the results are not going to show it because of the mechanical problems in Moto 1. And soon it became obvious this was Hendrick winning a moto, but coming up short of the championship because Chad Wienen pulled up to third with 1-3 scores. He's your overall winner and your titleist for 2018. Quite a dynasty built up by one of the most consistent riders that has ever swung a leg over. Congrats to Chad Wienen, our 2018 champion. For everyone at RacerTV, I'm Jason Wygant. Thanks for watching.